so welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really well. Today I am going to do a tutorial on a cherry blossom inspired look which is trending at the moment. If you would like to see how I put together this look, then stay tuned. Alright, so I have done the first eye off camera, as you can see here. First we are going to go in with my Revolution Larger Up palette. Now I'm going to take this shade here, which is number 17, which is a matte bubblegum pink on a 217 brush by MAC, and we're just going to be working this in my crease and also above the crease. This particular shade of pink you won't see very much in this full look once it's all put together, because this is only a light wash. You'll be seeing more darker pinks on the outer part of the eye, because the look we are going for is cherry blossom, something spring-like. Absolutely love this brush because it focuses just on the top of your eyeball, focuses on the sock and makes it the perfect shape. And this colour, which is number 25, which is a matte cerise colour, using a base shadow brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to be focusing this on the outer part of the eye. I'm not going to go all the way in the crease, this is going to be at the outer part of the eye. This is the first of the dark pinks that we are putting on our eye today. This one you might see a little bit more, but there's also going to be another darker pink that's going on top, which we'll get to after I have done my foundation. I usually do my eyes first because at least I can clean up any areas or any flyaways, see if any fall down the rest of my face. I can just take a wipe it off, and then I can do my foundation. A brush like this is a good way to control how much product you're putting on your eye, especially if you do your foundation first. I'm now going to take this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer to carve out my crease so I can prepare for that shimmery baby pink eyeshadow. So I'm going to do this off camera and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so now that my eyelid is carved out, and I've also used that matte cerise shade just to soften up the edges and meet up with the corner of my eyelid. Now we're going to go on to the eyelid colour. Now, since we are doing cherry blossom, we're going to make this kind of a pinky, shimmery pastel colour. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. I think this is number 22. This is a very similar to Swish by MAC. I'm going to take this on a 239 brush by MAC, and we're basically going to be working this all over the lid. This is actually the first time I have used a lot of the colours in this palette, because this is more of a summer palette as opposed to the other Revolution palette that I used a lot in my previous videos. I'm going to put a little bit on my brush. Ooh! I like to come back to my lashes, my liner and my mascara until after I do my face. So we're going to do my face now. Now the foundation that I am using today is no surprise to you whatsoever. I've done a mix of the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum and this, which is the Rimmel Match Perfection. I'm just going to do a little bit on my finger. Just going to dab it on, just do little dots on my face. Because apparently I've learned a new way to apply foundation, that way you can control how much is going on your face. Yeah, I'm using this one today because this is a perfect match for the transition from winter into spring. I mean, this one is pretty light, so that's why I've went in with a little bit of the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum just to make it more the perfect shade for me, because the lighter shade is normally a little bit too light when we go into April, because we get a lot of gorgeous sunny days and I tend to develop a little bit of a tan. Oh, the brush, I forgot to mention what brush I'm using. The brush I'm using is a FA2 Kabuki brush by Sigma. I'm just using this to buff this into the skin. I usually like to prefer this brush because you can buff it in a lot more, as opposed to the buffing brush by Real Techniques where you can just you just stroke it on. This one is more of a softer bristle than the buffing brush by Real Techniques, which is a bit more firm. Also the bristles are a little bit longer, makes it a bit more softer, and then it doesn't give you that feeling that someone's very pulling on your face, because a pull on the face isn't the best idea. Concealer now, I am using the Latte Skin Enhance Concealer. This is the second shade in, because I am using this to focus on any blemishes, any dark circles I may have under my eyes, and any areas that I want to cover up and that I'm wary showing particularly to you guys. So I'm just using this, and I'm using a XP concealer brush by Real Techniques just to work this underneath my eyes. I mean, this one is pretty light, bear in mind I did get this close to the end of winter. I kind of wish that went a shade darker if this was the one that I am going to be using under my eyes. Normally I would use a darker concealer under my eyes and then use a lighter concealer on the rest of my face. Too much with powder because I want to make this more of a dewy finish. I'm not really a fan of having like any matte finishes under my face, so we're going to go straight on to blush. I'm not going to do too much with any bronzer or contour. I'm going to go in with this little bourgeois little blush pot in the number 34. I don't know what this shade is called. They're stopping selling these now. I really don't know like what if they're going to do something like this very similar in a different brand like NYX. But if you guys have any suggestions or any dupes to the bourgeois blushes, then let me know, because I'm going to run out of this some point, because I'm going to be so upset when this day comes. The blush I'm using here is it looks quite bright in the pot, as you can see. We're focused. It looks quite a bright pink in the pot. I'm also about to hit pan this one. I've got a couple more, but it is a more subtle pink with some gold, with a gold speckle glittery reflect to it. So it's got little gold speckles in. Back to my eyes now. I'm going to go in with that shimmery pink shade that we used on our eyelid. You're just using the same brush. Should I use the same brush? Actually no, I'm going to go in with this shading brush by Real Techniques, which I'm going to just tap a little bit on this brush. I don't want too much on here. We're just going to run that underneath my lower lash line. Why is it whenever I tend to do underneath my eye, the sun decides to come out? Maybe if I sit a little bit further away, it maybe won't be as bright. Can you see that? Tell me in the comments if you kind of see this. I'm also going to take a little bit of that first shade, that first bubblegum pink shade that we used in our crease. And I'm just going to use that on the outer part of my eye, using the same brush to meet up with the shimmery pink in the middle. Oh man, I forgot the star of the show. Okay, so the star of the show we are using is this, which is the MAC Cherry Blossom one. This is extremely appropriate for this eyeshadow look. I'm just using that base shadow brush. I've cleaned the matte cerise pink off. Just going to take a little tiny bit of that on this brush, which is the base shadow brush, and then using a super light hand, and then I went with my right eye there that I've already done. I'm tapping this on the outer part of the eye on top of the matte pink cerise shade that we've done, and I'm just using a super light hand to blend this out. I want to make this shade of pink really pop out against the baby pink, so I'm just using a super light hand, applying a little bit at a time, and then adding more if I need to. If this is too dark for you, or if you're not used to wearing bold pinks like this, you can also use a white or cream eyeshadow to dull it down a little bit. Good thing I did my foundation and my face makeup before I did this pink. It's just sun wouldn't come out like that. Nah, I think I've done a little bit too much there. I'm really sorry this is going to have to do, guys. I'm sorry if this doesn't look perfect, but I have just spent the last 5 minutes trying to blend this out using the same brush. I also try to put a little bit of cream, but it isn't making the world of a difference. I'm tempting to put red in this look to make it a lot more cherry blossom. I don't think I'm going to bother, because we could be here all day at this rate. Right, that's my eyeshadow basically done, so the next bit we need to do is eyeliner. So we're going to go in with this LMX Lighted Up Glitter Eyeliner. I've been in my glitter eyeliners. I thought I would, and then I went with silver today, but I kind of want to stick with the pink theme. And when I seen this in my eyeliner collection, lipstick in the colour Rookie. The best way to describe this colour is more of a, don't know, nude. I want to say salmon. This is more of like a salmon pink or a peach. I'm going to go with a peach, mainly because I don't like salmon, and plus salmon pink is the perfect spring colour, especially for this look. This lipstick, absolutely love. I don't know whether I mean, we are doing okay for this lipstick, but I might get another one because I'm going to keep this and I'm going to wear that to the Vamps Cherry Blossom Tour, which is now in September. I will give a mention to that at the end of the video. Absolutely love this Smashbox lipstick. Normally I'm more of a dewy lipstick kind of girl, but not only does this give a really nice shine finish. Normally I go for a lipstick and then do a lip gloss on top to give it a bit more of a shine, but this is more of a, I want to describe this as a lipstick and a lip gloss 2-in-1. A 2-in-1. So not only does it give you a hit of colour, but also it gives this as a really moisturising, hydrating lipstick. So as you can see here, it might look a little bit shiny if you're watching this, but this is where this acts like a gloss. I know this Smashbox isn't a budget friendly brand, it's Brewster's own make, but I'm sure there are plenty of other brands that will probably do a lipstick and a lip gloss 2-in-1 combination lipstick. But if your budget allows, you could go with the Smashbox one. There's more the high-end brands that do the 2-in-1 lipsticks. So, and also the next time that I go shopping, when I go shopping in a couple of weeks time, I'm going to be looking at the peach lipsticks because I am a bit lacking on the peach ones. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this demonstration. Why don't you give this a go? Let me know how you get on. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you soon for another video. Bye guys!